Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, knowledge seekers and future leaders, welcome to the Sharks Quiz Season 8 Juniors Edition. This is where sharp minds meet fierce competition, where speed, strategy and intellect collide in an epic battle of wits. Over the next rounds, our brilliant young contestants, they will navigate a thrilling intellectual challenge. They are testing their grasp of Ghana, of Africa and the world in 4 intense categories: social literacy, reading, arithmetic, STEM, and the ultimate one-on-one showdown. From history to science, language to logic, ladies and gentlemen, this is not just a quiz, this is a test of champions. The rules are set and the stage is ready, but only the sharpest minds will swim atop. If you're ready, let's begin the Sharks Quiz Season 8 Juniors Edition with Jireh International School. Please put your hands together for them. Jireh International School, they are facing off St. Peter's Catholic School. Please put your hands together for them as well. Contestants, you're welcome to Season 8 of the Sharks Quiz Competition Juniors Edition. I'll start off with introduction of St. Peter's. What do we have?
Parkway Graham of St. Peter's Basic School, Basic 9.
Bright Atakba, Basic 8.
Joshua Agang Mikria Wenerba, Basic 9.
David Chikata, Basic 8.
Please put your hands together for them. For Jireh International School, who are you represented by?
Hayford Stephen, Basic 8.
Jaden Kwajo Sain Bedu, Basic 8.
Kwao Daniel, Basic 8.
Jaka Dorothy, Grade 9.
Please make them feel welcome. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, those of you watching us at home, my name is Noble Crosbyan and I'll be your quiz master for this contest. Welcome to round 1, the right corner round. Each school has 2 minutes to answer 8 questions on social literacy. The correct answer will attract 10 points, a wrong answer will attract no deduction. You can pass on a question once if you're not ready for the answer. I'll start round 1 with Jireh International School. Jireh, your timer begins now. Which ministers currently occupy the following cabinet ministries in Ghana? The Ministry of Justice.
Pass.
The Energy and Green Transition Ministry.
John Abdullahi Jinapo.
That is correct. Ministry of Education.
Honorable Haruna Idrisu.
Ministry of Trade and Industry.
Pass.
What is the name of the playgrounds on which the following games are played? Badminton.
Pass.
Baseball.
Pass.
Basketball.
Basketball court.
That's correct. Boxing.
Boxing arena.
That is incorrect. You passed a few questions, starting with question number 1. Which ministers currently occupy the following cabinet ministries in Ghana? Ministry of Justice.
Pass.
Incorrect. You passed number 4. Ministry of Trade and Industry.
Pass.
Your 5th question. What is the name of the playgrounds on which the following games are played? Badminton.
Badminton court,
That is correct. You passed number 6. Baseball.
baseball field,
That is also correct. Please put your hands together for them. You said boxing arena for the 8th question. We'll give that to you. Please put their hands together for them. St. Peter's, your set of questions. Same rules applies to you. What is the name of the playgrounds on which the following games are played? Chess.
Pass.
Cricket.
Pass.
Golf.
Field.
Incorrect. Hockey.
Pass.
Which ministers currently occupy the following cabinet ministries in Ghana? The Ministry of Finance.
KCL Atufosa.
That is correct. Ministry of Interior.
Pass.
Ministry of Health.
Pass.
Ministry of Defense.
Pass.
You passed a few questions. Question number 1. What is the name of the playgrounds on which the following games are played? Chess.
Board.
That's correct. Cricket.
Field.
That is incorrect. You passed question number 4. Hockey.
Hockey field.
That is also correct. Question number 6. Which ministers currently occupy the following cabinet ministries in Ghana? The Ministry of Finance.
Kesiate Fosun.
That is correct. Ministry of the Interior.
Dominic Intiwu.
That is incorrect. You pass question number 7. Ministry of Health.
Mr. Honorable Minta.
That's incorrect. The Ministry of Defense.
Samuel Ablako.
That's incorrect. Put your hands together for the two contestants. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of round 1. Put your hands together for them again. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, those of you watching us at home, at the end of round 1, this is what the scoreboard says. St. Peter's Catholic School, they had 30 points. Leading round 1 is Jireh International School with 60 points. A round of applause, please. Welcome to round 2. Round 2 is the R-cubed round. In this round, the questions will focus on reading, writing, and arithmetic. Each school is posed a question for a maximum of 10 points. A wrong answer will attract a penalty of 5 points. If a school gets an answer wrong or decides not to attempt a question, it will be passed on immediately as a bonus to the competing school for a maximum of 10 points for a correct answer or a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. You have 15 seconds to answer the questions in English, starting with St. Peter's Catholic School. But this is a preamble to both schools, and I'll need you to choose the best synonym for the following highlighted words in the sentence I shall read out to you. St. Peter's, this is your question. There was adequate supply by the donors of the orphanage. Adequate has been underlined. Your options: unexceptional, B, intolerable, C, satisfactory, D, awesome.
Satisfactory.
Satisfactory is correct. Your major question, Jireh International School. ATO was limited in so many capacities. The underlined word is limited. Your options: indefinite, B, short-sighted, C, imperfect, D, fixed.
Fixed.
Fixed is incorrect. A bonus to St. Peter's.
Short-sighted.
That is also incorrect. The correct answer is imperfect. St. Peter's, this is your major question. The amount of rainfall in Axim is relatively higher than in Takoradi. The amount of rainfall in Axim is relatively higher than in Takoradi. Relatively is underlined. Your options: A, comparatively, B, simply, C, actually, D, technically.
Comparative.
That is correct. Your major question, Jireh International School. The idea still lingers long after I have vowed to forget. The idea still lingers long after I have vowed to forget. Lingers is underlined. Your options: A, waits, B, reside, C, stops, D, tarries.
Stops.
Stops is incorrect. Bonus, St. Peter's.
Pass.
The correct answer is tarries. St. Peter's, this is your major question. Spell the word by providing the missing letters, and it's a preamble to both schools as well. Spell the word by providing the missing letters. Your word is this. This word means having a harsh or discordant sound. Having a harsh or discordant sound. Dash A, dash O, P, H, O, N, O, U, S.
C and C.
C and C is correct. Put your hands together for them. So the word is cacophonous. Cacophonous. Your major question, Jireh, the same preamble. This word means cruel and oppressive government rule. Cruel and oppressive government rule. Dash Y, R, dash, N, N, Y.
I and O.
I and O is incorrect. A bonus, St. Peter's.
Pass.
The answer is T and A. I'm looking for tyranny. T and A. Your major question, St. Peter's. Same preamble. Dash, dash, E, R, B, I, C. It means sharp and forthright. sharp and forthright. Bonus to Jireh.
Pass.
A and C, acerbic. A and C, acerbic. Jireh, your major question. This word means feeling or expressing pensive sadness. Feeling or expressing pensive sadness. This is your word. Dash E, dash A, N C, H O L I C. St. Peter's, you want it for a bonus?
M and L.
Say again.
M and L.
M and L is correct. The word is melancholic. Melancholic is correct. St. Peter's, this is your major question. You have 30 seconds within which you have to provide the answer. A sachet water bag contains 30 sachets of water. A water seller poured 2 bags of sachet water into an ice chest. After selling 23 sachets of water, how many sachets will she have left in the ice chest? A, 37, B, 30, C, 50, D, 60.
37.
37 is correct. Jireh, your major question. Mr. Techi was traveling with 2 bags. At the airport, his 2 bags were weighed in. One weighed 22 kg, while the other weighed 27 kg. To comply with weight limits of 23 kg per bag, Mr. Techi took out his box of jewelry, which weighed 6 kg, before checking in his bags. What will be the total weight of the 2 bags checked in? A, 43 kg, B, 45 kg, C, 44 kg, and D, 46 kg.
43 kg.
43 kg is correct. Put your hands together for them. St. Peter's, your major question. There are at least 6 blue balls in a bag. If the number of balls in the bag is n, which of the following statements is true? A, n is less than 6. B, n is greater than 6. C, n is greater than or equal to 6. And D, 0 is less than or equal to n, less than or equal to 6. Say again.
D.
D is incorrect. Say, Jireh, bonus for you.
Pass.
The answer is C, n is greater than or equal to 6. Jireh, this is your major question. There are no more than 5 boys in the class. The number of boys is n. Which of the following statements is true? A, n is less than 5. B, n is greater than 5. C, n is greater than or equal to 5. D, 0 is less than or equal to n, less than or equal to 5.
N is less than 5.
N is less than 5 is incorrect. Bono, St. Peter's.
D.
D is correct. 0 is less than or equal to n, less than or equal to 5. Your major question, St. Peter's Cathedral. For the next set of questions, you'll be giving a common statement. Identify whether the following deductions are true or false. The questions will not be passed on for a bonus. St. Peter's. All scientists are smart. Dr. Cotting is smart. He must be a scientist. A, true. B, false. C, not enough information.
Not enough information.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect. So the answer is false. Same preamble, Jireh International School. If all scientists are smart, Mrs. Owusu is a scientist, she must be smart. A, true. B, false. C, not enough information.
True.
True is correct. Your major question, St. Peter's. You have 30 seconds. The price of cement increases by 0.70 pesos every month. If the cement was sold at 1 cedi 20 pesos in January, how much would it cost in December? A, 8 cities 40 pesos, B 9 cities 60 pesos, C 10 cities 80 pesos, and D is 11 cities.
9 cities, 60 pesos.
9 cities 60 pesos is incorrect. Chance at the bonus?
Pass.
The answer is 10 cities 80 pesos. Jireh, this is your major question. Edem deposited an amount of 250 cedis at the bank in 2001. Every year afterwards, she deposits 50 cedis more than the previous year. How much would Edem have deposited at the bank in 2005? A, 1,100 cedis. B, 1,450 cedis. C, 1,670 cedis. And D, 1,750 cedis.
2,400 cedis.
2,400 cedis is not in the options. St. Peter's Cathedral, a bonus for you.
Pass.
The answer is 1,750 cedis. Put your hands together for the two schools, please. Contestants, we're done with round 2. At the end of round 2, Jireh International School, they have -5 points, and St. Peter's Catholic School has 30 points. Put your hands together for them.
At Academic City, we are not just students. We are problem solvers, innovators, and future-ready leaders. We power the future and create groundbreaking technologies ready to tackle real-world challenges head-on. In a world driven by technology, we shape the digital landscape, transforming challenges into opportunities. At the core of strategic thinking and decision-making, we thrive in the dynamic realm of commerce. We evolve into leaders who not only speak, but stand for what's right, forging narratives and stirring the conscience of the world. Embark on a journey with us, where innovation meets education. Academic City, educating future-ready leaders.
Contestants, before we begin round 3, let's have some substitutions from the schools. So for Jireh International School, Daniel has been replaced by Ibrahim. Ibrahim, you're welcome. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, those of you watching us at home, welcome to round 3. It is the STEM round. In this round, the questions are posed to both schools. The schools can buzz in at any time. While the question is being read, for a maximum of 10 points for a correct answer or a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. The question will then be read fully and immediately passed on to the other school for a chance at a bonus worth 10 points for the right answer or a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. Those of you watching us at home, you could take your pens and your papers and join us. To both schools, which organelle is the site of photosynthesis? And this is St. Peter's?
Chlorophyll.
Chloroplast.
Chloroplast.
Chloroplast is correct. Put your hands together for him. To both schools, enzymes function best at their A, optimum pH, B, freezing point, C, maximum temperature, D, neutral salinity. St. Peter's?
Optimum pH.
Optimum pH is correct. To the two schools, the process by which cells become specialized is called St. Peter's?
Differentiation.
Differentiation is correct. To the two schools, which blood component carries oxygen?
The red blood cells.
The red blood cells is correct. To the two schools, in a redox reaction, oxidation involves the A, gain of electrons, B, loss of electrons, C, gain of protons, D, loss of neutrons. Gain of electrons, loss of electrons, gain of protons, loss of neutrons. The answer is loss of electrons. To the two scoops. The electrolysis of molten sodium chloride produces St. Peter's.
Oxides.
Produces incorrect. The options: sodium and chlorine gas. B, sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. C, sodium oxide and oxygen. D, sodium carbonate and CO2. Jireh.
B.
B is incorrect. It produces, just for saying sake,
Sodium oxide and oxygen. C.
no, produces sodium and chlorine gas. To the two schools, the general formula for alkanase is, the general formula for alkanes is A, CnH2n, B, CnH2n plus 2, C, CnH2n minus 2, D, CnHn. The answer is B, CnH2n plus 2. To the two schools, a pendulum swing demonstrates. A pendulum swing demonstrates A, energy conservation, B, inertia, C, centripetal force, D, magnetic fields. Jireh.
Inertia.
Inertia is incorrect. St. Peter's.
Conservation of energy.
Conservation of energy is correct. To the two schools, the bending of light as it passes through a prism. St. Peter's.
Refraction.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect. The bending of light as it passes through a prism is called A, reflection, B, refraction, C, diffraction, and D is dispersion.
D.
D.
D, dispersion is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, last question to end round 3. To the two schools, which planet has the strongest gravitational field? A, Mercury, B, Earth, C, Jupiter, D is Mars. Jireh.
Jupiter.
Jupiter is correct. Put your hands together for him. Please put your hands together for the two schools. While we wait for the scoreboard at the end of round 3, let's leave on stage our experts in English language before we begin round 4. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 3, Jireh International School, they had 10 points. St. Peter's Catholic School, they had 40 points. Put your hands together for the two schools. Gentlemen and ladies, I'd like to welcome you to round 4. This is the round of the one-on-one round. It is also known as the G-Money round. In this round, the students are paired on 4 areas. 2 questions are asked per subject area for a maximum of 10 points for your right answer. No deduction for a wrong answer. This round is brought to you by G-Money, and at this round, G-Money is given to the school 50 cedis for every correct answer. Put your hands together for G-Money, please. We've been joined by David, who is our English expert for St. Peter's Catholic School, and for Jireh International School, Dorothy. Please listen to this preamble. Which option best explains the idiom, a flash in the pan? A flash in the pan. Your options: a sudden success that does not last. B, an unexpected but long-lasting achievement. C, a slow but steady improvement. D, a brilliant idea that leads to major changes. Jireh International School?
A.
A is correct. Put your hands together for her. To the two schools, same preamble. Play devil's advocate. A, to manipulate others for personal gain. B, to argue against the position just to provoke a discussion. C, to refuse to accept responsibility. And D is to deceive someone for entertainment. Jireh International School?
B.
B is correct. To argue against the position Thank you, David. Thank you, Dorothy. Let's invite on stage our expert in mathematics, Jading and Bright. You're welcome. You have 30 seconds to answer this. If the ratio of yellow to green balls in a bag is 3:8, and the number of yellow balls is 42, how many green balls are in the bag? Bright?
112.
112 is correct. Bright and Jading, the product of two prime numbers is 108. What is the magnitude of their difference? Jading?
3.
3 is incorrect. The answer is 57. 57 is correct. Put your hands together for them. Science. Ibrahim and Graham, you're welcome to the science face-off. You have 10 seconds for this. Oxygen and 4 moles of this element's acid react to form 2 moles of water and 2 moles of this element's dimmer in the Deakin process. A common NMR solvent using a solvent containing 4 atoms of this element bound to a central carbon atom was banned by the Montreal Protocol. This element reacts less violently than the element above it on the periodic table, but it is less selective than bromine when used in halogenation reactions. Nitric acid and this element's acid are used to make aqua regia. For the point, name this element that forms an ionic bond with sodium to make table salt.
Chlorine. Chlorine.
Graham?
Chlorine.
Chlorine is correct. Put your hands together for... To the two schools, Graham and Ibrahim. Sclerenchyma serves as a structural support to this tissue, while parenchymal cells in this tissue serves as a buffer and facilitates transfer to SECC complex. This bidirectional transport tissue contains companion cells which form complexes to support this tissue's sieve elements. For the point, name this tissue that transports nutrients and sap to the plant, contrasted with water transporting xylem. Graham.
Xylem tissue.
That's incorrect. Well, if it's not xylem, it's phloem. Put your hands together for them. Thank you. General knowledge, please join us. Joshua and Stephen, welcome to this general knowledge one-on-one face-off. I need you to identify this personality in the audio that will be played.
How come containers at the ports, containers that have arrived, the bureaucracy at our ports, they say the containers are missing. Mr. Speaker, it is true that when these containers come, there is some connivance with some customs official.
Anybody with the answer? His name is Alexander Penyomaki. He's a minority leader in Ghana's parliament. Identify this country's flag. 7.
Chad.
Chad is correct. Put your hands together for him. 7. All contestants, please join us. At the end of round 4, contestants, ladies and gentlemen, those of you watching us at home, St. Peter's Catholic School, they had 20 points. And winning round 4 is Jireh International School with 30 points. Round of applause, please. We've come to the end of the contest. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to put your hands together for G-Money again, because they are giving to Jireh International School 150 cedis, and they're giving to St. Peter's Catholic School 100 cedis. Put your hands together for G-Money. At the end of the contest, ladies and gentlemen, Jireh International School, they came second with 95 points. Put your hands together. And winning the first contest in the Sharks Quiz Season 8 Juniors Edition is St. Peter's Catholic School with 120 points. St. Peter's, congratulations. Well done. We'll see you in the next stage of the competition, but it gets tougher. You'll have to toughen up. Jireh International School, thank you so much for coming. Unfortunately, we'll have to leave you here, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. My name is Noble Crosbyan, and contestants, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you watching us at home, I've been your quiz master for this contest. We're going for a break. We are back with another fierce competition. You don't want to go away. Stay with us.
At Academic City, we are not just students. We are problem solvers, innovators, and future-ready leaders. We power the future and create groundbreaking technologies ready to tackle real-world challenges head-on. In a world driven by technology, we shape the digital landscape, transforming challenges into opportunities. At the core of strategic thinking and decision-making, we thrive in the dynamic realm of commerce. We evolve into leaders who not only speak, but stand for what's right, forging narratives and stirring the conscience of the world. Embark on a journey with us, where innovation meets education. Academic City, educating future-ready leaders.
Are you a motivated student interested in English, mathematics, science, and computational thinking? You want to stay competitive with hundreds of thousands of smart students from across the globe? Welcome to the Ghana Olympiad Academy. At the Ghana Olympiad Academy, we give access to students from grade 2 to SHS 3 to take part in international Olympiads. Candidates prepare and sit these exams online and get the chance to qualify for the Olympiads in rotating host nations across the world. Some of the international Olympiads include the International Junior Math Olympiad, Vanda Science Olympiad, Kangaroo Math, Hippo English Olympiad, Design Thinking, Robotics and Computational Thinking, amongst others. Join the Ghana Olympiad Academy today and catch up with the rest of the world academically. Go to www.GhanaOlympiadAcademy.com or WhatsApp 0570-898-762 for more. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back again. Welcome to another contest of the Sharks Quiz Competition Season 8 Juniors Edition. Put your hands together and let's make welcome Integrity Keepers and Queen's Court International School. This contest is between two equally yoked schools, Queen's Court International School to my right and Integrity Keepers School to my left. Let's get the introductions of the students, starting first with Integrity Keepers School.
Arthur Prince Damien, final year.
AKJY into Basic 9.
Abednego Fosia Isabella, Basic 8. Esuma Yebua Winifred, Basic 8.
Please welcome them. And for Queen's Court International School,
Georgima, Basic 9.
Ansa Prempe Winona, 9th grade.
Emery Goni, grade 9.
Jones Jeremiah, grade 9.
Put your hands together for Queen's Court International School. Contestants, get your pens and your papers ready. Ladies and gentlemen, get your jotters ready. And those of you watching us at home, increase your volume. Welcome to round one, the right corner round. Each school is asked 8 questions on social literacy. They have 2 minutes to answer. A correct answer will attract 10 points. A wrong answer will attract no deduction. You can pass the question only once if you do not have an answer ready. Let's begin round one with integrity keepers. What is the name of these ministers in the following ministries? The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection.
Pass.
The Ministry of Transport.
Pass.
Who is the current Chief Justice?
Pass.
What is the nationality of Leonardo da Vinci?
Italian.
That's correct. What are the currencies of the following countries? Kenya,
Pass.
Latvia,
Pass.
Libya,
Pass.
Papua New Guinea.
Pass.
You pass a lot of questions, starting with question number 1. The name of the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection.
Agnes.
Agnes
Namu.
Agnes Namumu, okay. Ministry of Transport.
Pass.
That's incorrect. Who is the current Chief Justice?
Pass.
You pass question number. Currencies of the following countries. Kenya,
Pass.
Latvia.
You.
That's correct. Libya,
Pass.
Papua New Guinea.
Pass.
That's your time. Put your hands together for them. Queen's Court International School, your set of questions for round 1. What are the currencies for the following countries? Iraq,
Pass.
Israel.
Shekel.
That's correct. Jamaica.
Jamaican dollar.
That's correct. Japan.
Japanese yen.
That is correct. The Ministry of Labor, Jobs and Employment is led by...
Abdurrashid Pelpo.
That is correct. Who is the chairman of the Council of State of Ghana?
Pass.
How many ministers currently make up Ghana's cabinet under President John Dramani Mahama?
23.
Incorrect. Which world footballer has won the most Ballon d'Or awards?
Lionel Messi.
That is correct. You pass question number 1. What are the currencies of the following countries? Iraq.
Iraqi dinar.
That is correct. You pass question number 6 as well. And question number 6 is, who is the chairman of the Council of State of Ghana?
Pass.
His name is Edward Doe Ajaho. Put your hands together for them. At the end of round 1, here are the scores. Integrity Keeper School, they had 30 points. Leading round 1 is Queen's Court International School with 60 points. Put your hands together for the 2 schools. Before we begin round 2, let's have some substitutions. So for Integrity Keepers, Clarissa has joined us. Clarissa, you're welcome. Contestants, welcome to round 2, the R-cubed round. In this round, the questions will focus on reading, writing, and arithmetic. 10 points for a correct answer, penalty of 5 points for a wrong answer. There's a bonus if you get the answer incorrect or you do not answer. But the bonus is also worth 5 points for a correct answer, but a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. You have 15 seconds preamble to both schools. I need you to choose the best synonym for the highlighted words in the sentence. Queen's Court International School, your major question. Teachers are forced to embrace modern methods in lesson delivery. Delivery is underlined. Your options: skills, presentation, distribution, production.
Presentation.
Presentation is correct. Integrity Keepers, this is your major question. Some of the techniques employed by politicians are insulting to the electorates. Techniques is underlined. Your options: know-how, approaches, tactics, deals.
Tactics.
Is correct. Queen's Court. Kweku Anansi has been known to devise evil schemes to outsmart his victims. Schemes is underlined. Your options: outlines, engagements, predictions, conspiracies.
Conspiracies.
Conspiracies is correct. Integrity keepers, we had to work ahead of schedule to prove we were professionals. Schedule is underlined. A, engagement. B, agenda. C, list. D, ploy.
Ploy.
Say again.
Ploy.
Ploy, incorrect. Bonus, Queen's Court.
Agenda.
Agenda is correct. So a preamble to the two schools and your major question, Queen's Court. Spell the word by providing the missing letters. Your word means done in a secretive or stealthy manner. Secretive or stealthy manner. Your word is this. S-U-R-E-P-T-I-I-O-U-S.
P&T.
P&T is incorrect. Bonus.
Pass.
Pass. I'm looking for R and T. The word is surreptitious. Surreptitious. Your major question, integrity keepers. This word means foolishly impractical in pursuit of ideals, or unrealistic or exceedingly romantic. Foolishly impractical in pursuit of ideals, unrealistic or exceedingly romantic. Your word is this. Q dash I dash O T I C. Bonus to Queen's Court International School.
UNX.
UNX is correct. UNX is correct. Pronounce the word for me.
Quixotic.
Put your hands together for them. Your major question, Queen's Court International School. This word means kept secret or done secretively, especially because it is illicit. Kept secret or done secretively, especially because it is illicit. Your word is this. Dash. L-A dash E-N-S-T-I-N-E.
E and G.
E and G is incorrect. Bonus.
Pass.
The word is clandestine. C and D. C and D. Your major question, integrity keepers. This is your word. It means comically or repulsively ugly or distorted. Comically or repulsively ugly or distorted. This is your word. Dash R O dash E S Q U E. A bonus to Queen's Court International School.
GNT.
G and T is correct. How would you pronounce the word?
Grotesque.
Put your hands together for her. Just try. Let's do some maths to the two schools. You have 30 seconds to answer your major question, Queen's Court International School. Of the 78 years Papa Kofi has been alive, he spent 13 years in Ankafo prisons and 23 years in Nsawam prisons. Oh. How many years in total has he spent outside prison? A, 42 years. B, 43 years. C, 44 years. D, 45 years. All this,
42.
that is correct. Integrity keepers, your major question. Each bottle of Haven wine is sold for 25 cedis. If Doris wants to buy 13 bottles of Heaven wine for a wedding ceremony, how much does she need to spend on them? A, 300 cedis, B, 375 cedis, C, 350 cedis, and D is 325 cedis.
325 cities.
325 cedis is correct. Your major question, Queen's Court International School. There are 5 times as many blue as green jerseys displayed at an exhibition. There are 5 times as many blue as green jerseys on display at an exhibition. What is the ratio of blue to green jerseys? A, 1 to 5. B, 1 to 6. C, 5 to 1. D, 6 to 1.
5 to 1.
5 to 1 is correct. Your major question, integrity keepers. If the ratio of boys to girls is 2 to 3, and there are 24 girls, how many boys are in the class? A, 16. B, 18. C, 20. And D is 30.
16.
16 is correct. Your major question, Queen's Court. And there's a preamble. To the two schools, for the next set of questions, you'll be giving a common statement. Identify whether the following deductions are true or false. Questions will not be passed on for bonus. And this is your major question, Queen's Court International School. Listen to this. This is the statement. The sum of two odd numbers is always even. The sum of two odd numbers is always even. Therefore, the sum of two numbers is even. Both numbers must be odd. A, true. B, false.
True.
True is incorrect. Integrity keepers, this is your major question. The same statement. The sum of two odd numbers is always even. Therefore, the sum of two numbers is odd. One of the numbers must be even. A, true. B, false.
False.
False is correct. Queen's Court, your major question. What is the sum of the first 50 integers? A, 1,300. B, 1,275. C, 1,250. D, 1,000.
Pass.
Integrity keepers, bonus.
Pass.
The answer is 1,250. Integrity keepers, this is your major question. If the sum of 5 consecutive odd numbers is 125, what is the least of these numbers? If the sum of 5 consecutive odd numbers is 125, what is the least of these numbers? A, 17. B, 19. C, 21. D is 23. Queen's Court, chance for a bonus.
Pass.
21 is the correct answer. 21 is the correct answer. Put your hands together for them. We've come to the end of round 2. At the end of round 2, ladies and gentlemen, Integrity Keepers had 35 points. Queen's Court School had 40 points. Put your hands together for the 2 schools.
At Academic City, we are not just students. We are problem solvers, innovators, and future-ready leaders. We power the future and create groundbreaking technologies ready to tackle real-world challenges head-on. In a world driven by technology, we shape the digital landscape, transforming challenges into opportunities. At the core of strategic thinking and decision-making, we thrive in the dynamic realm of commerce. We evolve into leaders who not only speak, but stand for what's right, forging narratives and stirring the conscience of the world. Embark on a journey with us, where innovation meets education. Academic City, educating future-ready leaders.
Contestants, you're welcome to round 3, the STEM round, my favorite round. The questions are posed to both schools. You're buzzing at any point while the question is being read for a maximum of 10 points. For a correct answer, a deduction of 5 points for a bonus. The question will then be read fully and passed on to the other school for a chance at a bonus worth 10 points for the right answer, or a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. To the 2 schools, please listen carefully. The main function of the large intestine is to A, absorb nutrients. B, absorb water. C, Integrity Keeper School.
B.
B, absorb water is correct. To the 2 schools, a food chain starts with A, producer. Queen's Court.
Producer.
That's correct. To the 2 schools, which gas is a greenhouse gas? A, oxygen. B, nitrogen. C, methane. D, Integrity Keepers.
C. C.
C, methane is correct. To the two schools. A heterozygous genotype for tallness, capital T, small t, would be A, capital T, B, capital T, small t, C, small t, and D, small t, capital T.
Pass.
Integrity keepers?
D.
D is incorrect. To the two schools, a solution with a pH of 3 is,
Acidic.
integrity keepers,
Acidic.
is
Acidic.
acidic. Is correct. Put your hands together for them. To the two schools, which metal is extracted by heating its oxide with carbon? A, aluminium, B, iron, C, sodium. Prince?
Iron.
Iron is correct. To the two schools, the process of rusting can be prevented by A, painting, B, galvanizing. Queen's Court.
B. Galvanized.
Galvanizing is incorrect. C, both A and B. D, increasing moisture. Prince.
C.
C is correct. To the two schools, sound travels fastest in A, solids, B, liquids, C, gases. Integrity keepers.
E.
A is correct. To the two schools, the wavelength of a wave is the distance between A, two crests, B, crests and trough. C, integrity keepers.
Crest and trough.
That's incorrect. The wavelength of a wave is the distance between A, two crests, B, crest and trough, C, amplitude peaks, D, frequency cycles.
Amplitude peaks.
Amplitude peaks, incorrect. To the two schools, that's the end of round 3. Which electromagnetic wave has the highest frequency? A, Prince.
Gamma rays.
Gamma rays is incorrect. Which electromagnetic wave has the highest frequency? A, radio, B, visible light, C, X-ray, D, microwave. Jones.
X-rays.
X-ray is correct. Put your hands together for them. Contestants, we've come to the end of round 3. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 3, Queen's Court International School, they had 10 points. Integrity Keeper School had 45 points. Contestants, let's leave on stage our experts in English language as we begin round 4. Ajiwa and Premper, you're welcome. Welcome to round 4, where the students are paired on 4 areas. 2 questions are asked per subject area for a maximum of 10 points for a right answer, no deduction for a wrong answer. Ajiwa and Premper, this is to the both of you. Also note that in this round, G-Money is given 50 cedis for every correct answer provided in this round. There's a preamble. Which option best explains the idiom, turn a blind eye? A, to intentionally mislead someone. Integrity keepers.
A.
Incorrect. B, to ignore something deliberately. Queen's Court.
To ignore something deliberate.
That's correct. To the 2 schools. Same preamble. Pull the wool over someone's eye. Pull the wool over someone's eye. A, to hide one's true emotions. B, to deceive or trick someone. C, to encourage someone to succeed. D, to take unnecessary precautions. Queen's Court.
To deceive or trick someone.
To deceive or trick someone is correct. Thank you. Mathematics. Clarissa and Goni, you're welcome. You have 30 seconds to do this. And this is a riddle. I'm a 3-digit number. I am an odd number. I am divisible by 5. Each of my digits is different. My digits add up to 8. The tens digits is bigger than the hundreds digits. I am less than 200. I have only 1 even digit. Who am I? Gorny,
125.
125 is correct. To the two schools, Nana bought some chocolate candies from the shop. She eats 5 of them and shares the rest equally among her 12 children, such that each child gets 3 chocolate candies. How many candies did Nana have in all? Clarissa?
41.
41 is correct. Thank you. Our experts in science, please. Jones Prince, welcome. You have 10 seconds to do this. The impedance of the simple circuit element that is measured in this quantity is equal to the reciprocal of the imagery number. Okay, integrity keepers.
Current.
Say again?
Current.
Current is incorrect. Jones, yes.
Voltage.
Voltage is incorrect. So I'll read to you the entire thing and I'll tell you what it is. The impedance of a simple circuit element that is measured in this quantity is equal to the reciprocal of the imagery number times angular frequency times this quantity. In the simplest geometry, this quantity whose reciprocal is elastance is equal to kappa times epsilon times area over distance, where kappa is the dielectric constant and the geometry is parallel plates. This quantity's units can be written as coulombs per volt because this quantity equals charge over voltage for the point. Name this quantity whose SI unit is a farad. Capacitance is the right answer. To the two schools. Kyphosis, bowed legs, and a large forehead. They are common symptoms of a deficiency. Prince.
Lack of vitamin D.
Lack of vitamin D is correct. Thank you. Our experts in general knowledge. Isabella and Joel, you're welcome. To the two schools. We'll play an audio. I need you to identify the person speaking.
Mr. Speaker, it is true that cervical cancer is one of the most common in Ghana amongst women, and only 3.6% of women in Ghana aged 18 to 69 have ever been screened. And
nobody knows. Her name is Zenato Ajiman Rawlings. Last question to end round 4. Identify this logo of the famous brand. Thank you. The logo is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the logo. Put your hands together for the two schools. Contestants, join us. Contestants, we've come to the end of round 4 and by extension, the end of the contest. At the end of round 4, contestants, ladies and gentlemen, Integrity Keepers School, they had 20 points. Leading round 4 is Queen's Court International School with 30 points. Put your hands together for the two schools. Ladies and gentlemen, the contest has ended and we have a winner. At the end of the second contest in the Sharks Quiz Junior Sharks Season 8, Integrity Keepers School, all the way from the Ashanti region, they had 130 points. Please put your hands together for them. And making their way to the next stage of the competition is Queen's Court International School with 140 points. Integrity Keepers, he gave them a showdown. Unfortunately, this will be the end of the road for you, but thank you so much for coming. Queen's Court International School, congratulations. You fought a tough battle, it gets tougher in the next competitions. Please brace up. Thank you so much for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Noble Crossbian and I've been your quiz master for this contest. The Sharks Quiz competition will return some other time. Bye-bye.